Sega.
Welcome everyone to the first post-commentary series that we're doing for the Chronicle Brothers, and we're starting this off with Sonic the Hedgehog 1 for the Sega Genesis. I'm Will.
I'm Daniel. I'm Daniel. I'm gonna say Daniel. Go by Daniel. Yes, I'm Daniel. Hi.
And I'm Jordan.
All right, and we thought we'd start off with the very first Sonic the Hedgehog. We'll go back to our roots and see what Yuki Naka's first project was after being annoyed at having to play Mario 1 as quick as he could over and over again. What's your guys' history with Sonic?
Well, my first console was the Genesis. And,
me too.
Oh, same.
Yeah, and so my parents at some point got me Sonic the Hedgehog, and I loved it. But I never really fell in love with Sonic until like the 3D era, because that was like in the days where it's like you didn't really know when your next game was coming from. So I think I played like Sonic 1. I maybe may have played Sonic 2, and then I got Sonic Adventure when the Dreamcast came. And that's when I was like, oh, I love Sonic, so yeah.
How about you, Dan?
So, Sonic 2 was the first video game I had. My parents, for I think my 5th birthday, had gotten me a Sega Genesis, and it was the bundle that came with Sonic 2, and they also got me Echo the Dolphin with it, which is a game that I would totally record the gameplay of if I had any interest in actually playing that game. But that game I mostly just like to look at and listen to and not really play. But yeah, so Sonic the Hedgehog 2 I have like a lot of really fond memories of, and then sort of shortly after, or at some point in my Sega Genesis ownership, I picked up Sonic the Hedgehog 1 and Sonic and Knuckles. I never got Sonic 3, which I know is sort of commonly cited as one of the better Sonic games, but yeah, so I have a lot of fond memories while also having never really beaten any of them.
Okay.
So like I've beaten like Jordan, I've sort of beaten a lot of the 3D ones. So I also had a Dreamcast when I was old enough to get a Dreamcast.
Yeah.
And had Sonic Adventure 1 and Sonic Adventure 2 with that. So I beat both of those games. Those games are sort of they're less based on actually being skilled as these first couple games.
Yeah. I'm in the same boat because I never got to finish the classic games either.
Really?
Yeah, like these are rough games. They're tough. I remember I haven't played Sonic the Hedgehog 1. I haven't really played any of the classic Sonic games in like a really long time, but I remember once in high school I had gone over to my friend's house and we had played a bit of Sonic the Hedgehog 1, and we're like shocked at how long it took us to get through this first zone. Like,
really? Green Hill Zone?
Yeah, like even Green Hill Zone, it's surprisingly difficult, I find.
Sonic 1 is definitely, like, comparatively to the other classic Sonic games, I'd say Sonic 1 is the most difficult, but I never had, like, I was never unable to finish the game.
That's it. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, Will, you've played these games a lot. I mean, you are a huge Sonic fan, even to this day, right?
Yeah, to this day, the local game store down the street knows me by name because I'm the only one who pre-orders a Sonic game every year.
Don't pre-order games. Nobody pre-order games ever. It's a bad idea.
It's you know what? With Sonic, I make that exception, and only Sonic. It's but even though no one's gonna, it's never gonna be sold out. No one's. There's not once has there been a lineup for a Sonic game release.
Yeah, so Sonic Adventure 2 was the first game I ever pre-ordered. I've pre-ordered, I think I've pre-ordered 2 games in my entire life, which were Sonic Adventure 2 and Dragon Age 2. And Sonic Adventure 2 was, I made a deal with my parents because my parents really wanted me to stop biting my nails. And so I was like, all right, I'll stop biting my nails, but you're going to have to pre-order Sonic Adventure 2 for me. And they were like, okay, fine. If you don't bite your nails for like a week, we'll pre-order this game for you. And then I bit my nails anyways, and they still pre-ordered the game for me. So that was like really nice of them. But then less nice when I got Sonic Adventure 2 and was like not super into it.
Oh,
really?
I'm gonna start biting my nails.
Began by never pre-order anything rule.
You didn't like Sonic Adventure 2?
Sonic Adventure 2 is not really good. I mean, it's got some cool things about it, especially like there's the last bit of it where you
last
are.
Story, yeah.
Yeah, when you go through like that last level and you're sort of swapping between all the different characters. There's some good stuff in there, especially the Sonic and Shadow stuff, but it's like a pretty lazy game. They repeat a lot of levels and do stuff like that. And it's just like, you know, a lot of the stuff that isn't, like a lot of the modern Sonic games, like a lot of the stuff that isn't playing as Sonic is kind of a bummer.
Well, Sonic's transition into 3D was really, really rough. Some argue that he still truly hasn't made the transition yet. I think Generations finally stopped that controversy, but
Well, actually, to be honest, like I think his transition to 3D, it's been sort of weird because it keeps sort of changing between certain things, and I think some of them were more successful than others. I know people will probably blast me for this. I fucking loved the Sonic and the Secret Rings.
Yeah,
I think people like. Oh no, sorry, Lost World is the one that people like.
No, Lost World
people hate.
Yeah, I personally love Lost World.
Nah, man, I thought people liked that game.
No, it just got a PC port for some reason, but
So
that was the one that got a lot of hate.
I had played a little bit of Sonic Generations like at a friend's house, and I thought it was like kind of lame. And I think the problem is that like I don't like how the 2D levels control in that game. And this is almost a problem with Sonic that comes from its root, which is that like Sonic is really good when you get into like high level play of it. Like it's really good when you can actually go fast and get through these levels, but like for the most part, unless you're really good at these games, you're not playing the game like that. You're playing it sort of slowly. It moves pretty slowly, and it's like it's Sonic's navigationally is not really built to go slowly, but the game is sort of forcing you to do that unless you know these level layouts really well. Like Will, you are obviously playing this game like a pro.
You're about to see some pretty shoddy playing right now in the special stages, but these are my least favorite special
these are
stages
rough,
in
man.
the game.
Yeah, but to be honest, this looks like Sonic is having like the worst nightmare ever.
No, I mean, it looks like
bad.
he's straight up high. There's no sugarcoating it.
I mean, like I think the special levels in Sonic the Hedgehog 2 are like
unfortunately
there's cool fake 3D graphics and everything. It's like sweet.
The pipe, that half pipe mechanic has been, or I should say trope, has been overused by today's standards now. But actually, it's funny that I went around the freaking emerald.
But you got it though.
I got it, but I've never seen myself circle
that.
But actually, what you said, Dan, was an interesting point because going fast is about what Sonic's all about. But replaying the classics for the channel, I realized that the biggest difference between going fast in the new games and going fast in the classics is that in the classics you have to earn that speed. But the game always gives you opportunities to earn it. In the new games, it's more just given to you. It's like, here's a boost pad, here's another boost pad. Oh, look at this gigantic slope. Look at all these pre-rendered things that you do not have to do to control Sonic. It just lets you go fast.
Think about like the killer whale part of like Sonic Adventure 1, right?
Oh, yeah.
Which is like the big marquee moment. And like you're not really doing anything during that.
No.
You actually literally aren't. There are, like you said, there are just boost pads on the ground and the camera switches around. And you know what? Like, it's a cool moment. I don't necessarily think you have to be doing things all the time. Like, I think a lot of the time people ignore the idea of just like how games feel outside of like what you're doing in them. And I think that moment is like a cool and sort of powerful moment. But you're right in that like you're not really doing anything for it. Whereas in these games, it's absolutely based in just knowing the level really well. And I actually, I think Sonic 2 does a better job of this because if you think about this, we're watching the first zone of Sonic 1 right now, and it's like, it's this like kind of cramped indoor level. It's a lot of like narrow pathways and enemies that are blocking your progress. I forget what the first level in Sonic the Hedgehog 2 is called.
Emerald Hill Zone.
Yeah, so like Emerald Hill is way better at that, right? It's like really open, it's really colorful. It sort of lets you go through all these loop-de-loops and do these sort of fun things, whereas this first zone, like Green Hill Zone, is like it's pretty tight, and it's a lot of like slow platforming and like waiting for things to happen.
Sonic 1 is notorious for, just wait till we get to I can't remember the zone off the top of my head, but actually there's a few of them where Starlight Zone. There's a lot of waiting and platforming there.
Well, to be honest, like it's funny because like the Sonic games are more about like speed is everything, right? You have to sort of run fast and stuff like that. But it's just kind of weird because like when you really look at it, besides Green Hill Zone, all of the levels are made to make you stop running.
Yeah.
Which makes it really, really ironic because it's like, oh, I can't go fast or else I'm going to die.
Well, that's the thing. It's like in a certain sense that makes sense, right? Like if the whole point of the game is to go fast, then the challenge should be things stopping you from going fast.
Yeah.
Right? But I almost feel like there should be a way where if you're really good, you can always go fast. And that is not really the case in this first zone.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, you know, when you said something how it's like given to you in the new games, I think it sort of depends on like what you're trying to get out of it. Like, if you're trying to get like skilled platforming, then like, yeah, of course, like, but like if you're just like, you know, the average player who just wants to like run fast through shit, like, yeah, it actually does work pretty well for some people.
I think that's what Sonic Generations did so right, though. Like, that is a game where you can go fast, but at the same time, it gave you so many options in terms of, like, pathways. So if, you know, for the really skilled players and the ones who practice the zones over and over again, you can get better at it and improve your score. But then there's other games, you know, like, what's an example? Sonic and the Secret Rings may not be the best one, but that in Sonic and the Secret Rings, there's generally only one pathway.